right, so I just got back from watching the movie adaptation of The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which is based off of a novel. I don't know how long ago it was written. I'm assuming it's been, a decade or so, maybe 2 decades, maybe even longer. I don't know. So, like I always do, my history with this subject matter, I am not super familiar with the Best Christmas Pageant Ever story. I knew what it was about, kinda, because I actually saw a play of this performed at a church when I was young, like 10, and I vaguely remember the main plot. So when I saw the trailer for this movie, I was like, oh, I know this story, but I didn't know a lot of the details and stuff like that. So anyway, went to the theater, watched the movie, and it's fine. I don't think it's anything spectacular. It didn't blow me away or anything, but it's definitely like, I can't imagine anybody watching this movie and being upset by the end of it. It's a very cute movie. It's a very sweet movie, and it actually has some stuff to say, which is interesting. Especially about the superficial nature of a lot of these traditions that we have around Christmas, and how the main point of Christmas, Jesus coming to earth so he could, save us all from our sins, is lost in all of the pomp and circumstance sometimes of even church traditions. And the movie really does take a hard look at, maybe we need to refocus on what Christmas is actually about instead of all the tradition, which is not a very original sentiment, but we usually see that sort of thing of, Christmas is about, community and family, and we don't really see it focused on the church as much. At least I don't, in a lot of big Christmas movies and stuff like that. So it was nice to see this movie kind of take that approach. I will say one kind of nitpick, I guess, I had with it is I wish it was a bit more direct with what Christmas is about, because they reference it a bunch in this movie about, well, Christmas is about Jesus and what Jesus did and how Jesus changed the world, and Jesus came here and he was born for everybody, even these terrible children which are in the movie. Sorry, I didn't really go over the plot, but there's these terrible kids that want to be in the annual Christmas pageant, and so they're ruining the traditions of the Christmas pageant. But people are determined. The mom running the Christmas pageant is determined to make it the best Christmas pageant ever, hence the title. Anyway, so they're talking about how, we need to remember what Christmas is all about, but they never quite say what it's actually about. There's a lot of references to it, and there's a lot of, a wink and a nod, of like, this is, what it's all about, but it's never outright said that the whole point of Christmas was Jesus came to earth to die for our sins so we could be saved. That's never said in the movie, and that bothered me a little bit. It's not like it didn't ruin the movie for me or anything. It's just I felt like it could have been more direct with with its message, but instead it just kind of hinted at it, I think, so it could be more digestible for secular audiences, I guess, which I guess it worked, because this isn't something I normally do, but I did read some reviews before I filmed my own review, just because I was curious to see what secular reviewers said. And to my surprise, most of them, there aren't very many reviews, but the ones that did see it really like it. And one of the reasons they liked it is because it didn't shove the message down their face, which is what they always complain about for Christian movies. And so make of that what you will. Maybe this could be a conversation starter type of movie. I don't know. But that's just a nitpick on my part. The movie is very sweet. The acting is all very good. The directing is fine. It's really going for that Christmas story vibe. There's even narration provided by the main character when she's older, just like Ralphie in A Christmas Story. So it's definitely trying to be like a more Christian Christmas story type of thing. I don't think the narration is as good as it is in A Christmas Story. The narrator gets really into it. It's felt a little bit more, separated in this movie, but again, it wasn't bad or anything. And what else? Yeah, that's basically it. I think it's a good movie. It's fine. I can see this being really popular with a lot of families. And it does have some interesting things to say about tradition and what's really important. I just wish it took that extra step myself, personally. But again, I can't really be too mad at this movie just because of how earnest and sweet it is. And I could easily, like I said, I could easily see it becoming a classic in the future. So yeah, if you are interested and you want to get that early Christmas kick now that Halloween is over, the best Christmas pageant ever is currently playing in theaters. You can go ahead and check it out.